Chapter 23: Infectious Diseases and How to Prevent Them. First, we should know what is meant by infectious diseases. Suppose your grandpa's back is aching, then everybody in the house will not suffer from the same disease. That means these are not infectious diseases. But one has to take care to stay away from people who are ill with influenza, cold, scabies or chickenpox. That means these diseases spread from one person to the other, and these diseases are called infectious diseases. These are caused by microorganisms. When a person has a cold, the germs from his body spread in the air when he coughs or sneezes. When these germs enter other people's body, they can also get the disease, and that is the disease spread. So, what are the different ways in which infectious diseases spread? First, spread of disease through air. The germs of a disease like influenza are present in the spit or saliva of the person who has the disease. When he coughs or spits, they enter the air with the tiny droplets of saliva or spit. When other people breathe in the same air, the germs enter their bodies. And that's why we are told to cover our nose and mouth when we cough or sneeze. Then spread of disease through water. The germs of diseases of the intestine like typhoid, cholera, diarrhea, as also of jaundice are present in the feces of the affected person. If the feces get mixed with water, the germs in it also enter the water. If other person drinks water which has been contaminated by the germs, they enter his intestine too, and that person can get the disease. To prevent the spread of disease in this manner, it is best to avoid washing clothes and bathing in the water sources or defecating on the banks of the water, etc. Then spread of disease through food. You may have heard of a number of people getting gastro or diarrhea after eating contaminated food at a function. This is food poisoning. You must have seen flies sitting on dirt. When they sit on the feces of a person who has an intestinal disease, the germs of the disease stick to their legs. When the same flies sit on our food, the germs enter the food. And if we eat that food, the germs enter our body and we can get the disease. And that is why it is important to always keep our food covered. Food is handled while preparing or serving it. If somebody suffering from intestinal disease handles or serves food without washing his hand properly, the germs sticking to his hands can enter the food. And therefore, maintaining cleanliness everywhere is beneficial for our health. Then, spread of disease by insects. You may be aware that one can get malaria from the bite of a certain kind of mosquito. When this type of mosquito bites someone who has malaria, the malaria germs in that person's blood enter the mosquito's body with the blood it sucks. If this mosquito bites another person, the malaria germs enter that person's body too, and he too can get malaria. The other insects are lice and fleas which spread diseases. So we must stop such insects from breeding. Then spread of disease by direct contact. Ringworm, scabies are the diseases that affect the skin. These germs are found on skin, and therefore if someone else comes in contact with the skin of a person having this disease or wears his clothes, then the person can get that skin disease also. So it is better to avoid sharing clothes. Then an epidemic of a disease. Germs of disease like the flu or conjunctivitis spread quickly through the air. So many people can get such diseases all at one time. So when many people in one area get the same infectious disease all at the same time, we say there is an epidemic of the disease. So next comes prevention of infectious diseases. If you are suffering from the disease, you have to take the treatment. But it is better to prevent the disease. To prevent disease from spreading through water, it is purified at the water works. In smaller towns and villages, bleaching powder is added to community sources of water to kill the germs and to make the water safe for drinking. When there is epidemic of gastro or jaundice, people are advised to boil water before drinking it. To prevent mosquitoes from breeding, we must ensure that there is no stagnant water in the surroundings. If it is not possible, insecticides have to be used. People who have a serious infectious disease like TB or swine flu are kept in separate wards in hospitals. Clothes and utensils used by these patients are washed with germicides, and the spittle of a person who has tuberculosis is collected in a vessel and covered with a germicide like phenyl. Then vaccination. When disease-producing microorganisms enter our body, the body resists the disease or fights the germs. And that's why many times we do not get a disease even if germs enter our body. Another way to prevent disease is vaccination. Soon after a baby is born, she is given the tuberculosis vaccine. When she is 1.5 months old, she is given a combined vaccine for diphtheria, whooping cough and tetanus. The polio vaccine is given orally. Then public health service facilities. To prevent the spread of infectious diseases and epidemics, health and community welfare programs are undertaken at the national level. It is now forbidden by law to spit in a public place, and the purpose of this ban is to prevent the spread of diseases. Mass media are also used for raising public awareness about health and hygiene issues.